Hey, this is Carbon 107 checking in to tell you what's on my mind. I just want to talk about a few things that's been going on with me both in the gaming world and out. So stick with me and here we go.
Coming like a Hellcat.
Alright guys, I'll just touch on my YouTube channel real quick. I know I've been kind of lackluster on what I've been putting out last week, and it might be a little short this week as well. Simply because work has really hit me hard. I got a lot of stuff going on in my work life that has kind of put a hamper on everything, so that's going to be coming to a close hopefully at the end of this month. So once that's over, I'll be a lot more free to be able to put out more videos. Want to do some more of my Let's Plays for sure on my Carbon Plays series. I want to finish up some BioShock because I got really into that game, but I haven't even been able to touch it. I also picked up Overwatch, so I really want to get some Overwatch videos up as well. Might even do a final review on it. I might not, because I did check it out and there's not a lot different from the beta versus the final release. Most of it was just kind of updates on making it prettier, making a few more things adjusted for the most part. But in terms of gameplay and game modes and all that, there's not a lot different. So I don't know if I'll do another review on that. I'll have to decide here within a week or so if I'm really going to do that. But the other thing that's really going on is it's Twitch. I've really gotten into Twitch a lot. Now I haven't been streaming yet, but I've met a really awesome group of people. I've made friends with 4 streamers who are part of this really cool team. Just this last week, they ended up doing this streamathon thing where all 4 of them were helping to raise money for St. Jude's. I did donate to them to make sure that I, was able to help out not only them, but the children in need that are in the St. Jude's system, because they have a really awesome thing where they use that money to help kids with cancer, and that's a noble cause. For me, I've done my own charity work before. I worked with the Muscular Dystrophy Association. I think that's what it's called. If it's wrong, I apologize. It's been a long time now. I did some fundraising for them, raised some money back when I was working at the car dealership. They had a lockup deal where you went to, a jail and you had to call for bail money, and that bail money was used as donations to the MDA. And it was really fun, and I really enjoyed it because it was raising money for a noble cause. So getting into watching them do that, it made me realize that that's something I really want to do too, not just streaming, but also raising money for noble causes too. And it's really set me back on a path where I'm realizing what I want to do with my YouTube and hopefully soon my Twitch career. I really want to get into streaming. These 4 people, I've watched them. I've kind of saw how they do things. All 4 of them stream completely different. Every one of them has their own quirks and their own things that they do in their stream that I think is awesome. And I want to give a shout out to all of them. Joss452, Elemental Storm, Riley Rex, and one who's became a really good friend of mine, Fencechild LLG. Now, I really want to highlight Fencechild LLG simply for the fact that he's really accepted me into his community, and all of the users there, I've made a lot of good friends, and I feel like I'm a part of something again. For the first time, I'm really excited to join in with this group of people, because what the LLG stands for is Limited Liability Gamers, and it's a play on LLC, which is Limited Liability Company. To really sum it up quickly, they respect people who have any kind of mental disabilities or any kind of mental illness, and he accepts them in. All of their people in this group help each other. They care about each other, and they work to better themselves and each other in this group. Though I don't know if I suffer from any of mental illness or mental disability or anything like that. I don't think I do. Who knows? Just the fact that the way that they help each other and the way that they are so accepting to people and try to make sure that everybody feels a part of this group, I think is one of the most noble groups I've met on Twitch. Watching Fence and how he is in his streams been one of the greatest experience I've had in the last couple weeks. He recently did a 24-hour stream for the St. Jude, and I was right there with him from the moment he started streaming until he quit. I stayed up to 24 hours with him. I ended up getting on stream with him, and it was great. He's a terrific guy, and all of the people in the stream that are part of his community, the LLG, who have accepted me in, are some of the greatest people I've ever met, and I'm really honored to even call them friends. If you guys get a chance, I'm going to leave links in the description for this vlog so you guys can check them out. They're an amazing group of people, and I'll even leave links for the other 3 streamers that I was watching too. All of those guys are amazing. They're terrific. They took time out of their own day and their own streaming to completely do something different than they normally do to raise money for this, and that right there is a noble cause and enough for you guys to even want to check them out there. What that actually has done for me is made me realize that I want to get into streaming again. You know, I tried it out back on PS4, just checking it out and messing around, and I had a lot of people that enjoyed it, especially when I was playing like the horror games and stuff, which is something I do want to get back into as well. But I want to do that because I want to see if I could ever get into a position to do something like them or do something like Fence in the LLG community to help people and create a community that is accepting and open to people who are looking for somewhere they want to fit in with. You know, I mean, in high school, I didn't fit in with everybody, especially my early high school career and middle school. You know, I always felt like the outcast. You know, I didn't fit in with the popular basketball players, and I didn't fit in with the hunters, and they had so many different groups, and I just didn't fit in with them. You know, and it took me a long time to realize that, you know, sometimes cliques are just cliques. You don't really need to fit in with them. You can just fit in with yourself and find friends anywhere. And I want to find those people who maybe just don't feel like they fit in anywhere, and make them feel like they belong somewhere. And that's something Fence has accomplished, and I want to see if I can do what he did and pay it forward the same way. And that's one of the reasons I wanted to shout him and the other streamers out, because they've created these awesome communities. That's what I want to do. So I really want to make sure that I'm taking my time prepping this. You know, I've been working on my Twitch stream setup. I've got my overlays on Twitch, and I'm getting that stuff set up. I'm learning a lot. I still don't know half of what I need to know to get a stream up to the quality that I want to put out. You know, right now my webcam quality is not that great, simply because my setup isn't the greatest, which is why my Carbon Play series does not have the greatest camera angle and lighting and all that. But right now, that's not much I can do about that, just for the setup that I have of where I'm at. I will see if I can be making some tweaks to it to see if I can get it to look better, but for now I don't know much else I can do, because I can't change my setup. I mean, I'm pretty much stuck with what I've got right now, due to space and area that I'm in this room. It's really just changed me these last couple weeks, making these new friends. You know, and there's all different type of people. You know, you got the younger kids who are still in high school that are, you know, just looking for that acceptance. You've got people that are my age that are, you know, out in the world and maybe just want to feel like they belong as well. Because I mean, just because you graduate high school and you get out of that high school situation doesn't mean you're just gonna find a giant group of friends and fit in. I mean, I was lucky enough to find a couple groups of friends. You know, I don't talk to some of them anymore just because, you know, that's what happens. People grow up, people move along. I mean, I was lucky enough to find a really good group of friends when I started doing my Pathfinder and Dungeons and Dragons, and I still talk to all of those guys today. I mean, they're still a great group of friends. That I consider some of them my best friends. Well, all of them my best friends, honestly. I want to take what Fence has created, and I also want to take what I found and combine them together to create a community that is both welcoming and helpful, but at the same time engaging and entertaining for viewers just to watch as well. I don't want just to make just a community. I also want to make engaging content and entertaining content both in my YouTube videos and my stream. But instead of focusing just on my YouTube, I want to create a balance between the two, where, I mean, I might not upload as many videos per week as I usually do, but it won't be just because I'm not doing it. I'm going to be using that time to, at first, get the stream set up, but then after that's done, I will be both uploading videos and then also streaming on a regular basis. I'm going to create a schedule. I'm going to make sure I can follow through on that schedule as much as possible, barring certain special circumstances. As we all know, life happens. It's just changed me in a way that I want to make sure that I can give back to people the way they've really given to me. It's been amazing. I mean, I'll tell you straight up that since I've met Fence, almost doubled my subscriptions on YouTube. I think when I met him, I had about 20 to 25. I can't remember for sure, but I'm up to 38 now. I know a few of them are from Fence's stream. I know a few of them from Josh's stream. I know a few of them are from Elemental Storm and Riley Rex. I mean, all of them guys subscribe to me, and I can admit that I didn't ask any of them to. You know, I mentioned something about YouTube. I think one of them said something about Overwatch, and I said, oh, well, I reviewed that on my YouTube channel. I mean, I wasn't even thinking about it, actually, like, name dropping it. I know it sounds like I was just like, oh, I'm going to make sure I can somehow mention this and whatnot, but someone asked if I was excited about Overwatch. I said, yeah, I was so excited I even made a YouTube video about it. They watched the video, and then they started shouting me out and telling people to go subscribe, and it's like, I couldn't imagine the fact that me, just a random guy, you know, talking to these people and playing with these people, because I mean, I even played games with some of these people. They were nice enough and kind enough to not only take the time out of their day to check out a video, but to also tell people that they either enjoyed it or thought that it was something worth looking at. It meant the world to me. And I want to be able to do that for other people as well. You know, maybe someday I can become, you know, half the streamer any of them are, and I can have enough followers where someone can do this. I can do the same for someone else. And I want to be in that position someday, or I want to be able to work to try to get into that position, because the thing I've loved most in this world is helping people. It's why I've tried to find the jobs that I've ever worked where I'm helping people in some way, somehow. You know, whenever I left the dealership, my main focus was trying to find a customer service job. You know, it didn't work out too well. I went back into the automotive industry. Then I ended up going into sales, where I really did not belong, because I didn't feel like I was helping people. I felt more like I was exploiting them and using them to get money, you know, bolstering my paycheck and then also bolstering the company's paycheck. And I didn't like that. I hated it. And the people that were around me at the time noticed that I just became this shell of a person that I used to be. And ever since I've quit there, both my sales jobs that I had back to back, I mean, I'm so much happier than I've ever been. Even if I'm stressed out from just other stuff, I'm still happier than I ever was there on the best day. That just means that I know what I want to do, and I know what I have to do if I want to be happy. Is I have to be in some kind of situation where I'm helping people. You know, the job that I'm in right now, I'm working dispatch for an armed security company, so we're providing a service to people who need it to protect them and to protect their properties. And that right there is enough for me to get what I need out of it, you know, a paycheck. I also have my job security, and I get to work from home. So that means I get to work on my YouTube, and I get to mess with my streaming stuff, you know, on my slow times during my work periods where I don't have a lot going on. But it also means that I'm getting out of it a part of what I want. I'm helping people, you know, I'm helping companies and businesses, and we even provide personal security and bodyguards for specific individuals. So, I mean, I'm helping people there. You know, I might not be the one guarding them, but I'm making sure that our guards are getting there on time. I'm making sure that people show up to do the job that they're wanting us to do. And that's enough for me for now. I mean, it allows me to do what I want, and allows me to also get something out of it, to be fulfilled in what I want to do, at least in that. So it's enough for me. Enough of that. I've rambled on too much. I'm going to end off on a really positive note. You know, I mean, none of this wasn't positive, but a lot of it's just kind of wishful thinking, and a lot of it's thanking other people for really helping me find my way again. Overwatch just came out this week, or last week, I guess now. And, or no, it's this week. My days are so messed up. That 24-hour stream I did with Vince really set me off on a really weird start to the week. But Overwatch just came out at the time of this recording just a couple days ago, and I haven't been able to put a lot of time in it because, like I said, work's been kind of hectic, and I got a lot of stuff going on this week. But as much time as I have put on it, it's still as amazing as the beta, if not just a tad bit better from the little implements that they put in. If you haven't played Overwatch yet, check out my beta review. Like I said, not much has changed since the beta. It's amazing. So guys, you have to play this game, and add me. I have it on PS4. Shoot me a PSN invite. I've got a ton of people that I'm already playing with, but I'm always looking for more, you know, because I play at such weird hours. So there's a good chance that when I'm on, some people aren't going to be on, so maybe you happen to be on at that time. So thanks guys for listening to What's on My Mind. Check back. at the time of this recording, we are not doing a podcast this week. Just a scheduling conflict between me and Gnome. He wasn't able to do it later. I wasn't able to do it earlier, so we just went ahead and postponed it for a week, which is good because not a lot of gaming news came out this week. So we're hoping that within this 1 week hiatus that we're doing, some more news will come out, so we have just a little bit more to talk about. But anyway, guys, this is Carbon 107. Thank you so much for everything you guys have done for me, all my subscribers, all my followers, all the people that have believed in me. I could not do this without you guys. You know, I mean, I would still be putting videos out and I would still be putting content out, but it makes it so much more worth it knowing that there's people out there who love me and love the content that I put out and care enough to hit that little button and subscribe. That means more to me. I don't care if I make money off this. That's not my end goal. My end goal is to put out content people want to see. So thank you guys again. This is Carbon 107 checking out. I love you guys. Have a great day.